The lead story at the half-hour: investigators have been given 72 hours to arrest those responsible for the killing of 11 men in Colenso KZN Midlands last night. 6 men survived the ambush. 2 of them are in a critical condition in hospital under huge heavy police guard. Just after 8 on Saturday night, a minibus taxi en route to Johannesburg from KZN was ambushed on the R74 between Colenso and Vienna. A gunman allegedly hiding in a bush attacked the taxi transporting 17 men. 11 men died on the scene. Witnesses say the gunfire lasted for about 10 minutes. Police found over 200 spent cartridges at the crime scene. The victims are believed to be members of the Ivory Park Taxi Association in Johannesburg. They had attended a funeral of a taxi boss killed in Johannesburg a week ago. SANTACO Chief Strategic Manager Bafana Magagula now joins us via the phone line. A very good evening to you. Thank you very much for your time. Essentially, what is the official statement response to this gruesome shooting?
Well, good evening to all South Africans and all members of the South African National Taxi Council and all taxi operators and drivers in South Africa. Our condolences to all the families, and it is a very bad situation. Well, at this point, we really need to say our condolences to the family, and we really apologize to South Africans for this traumatic incident. It is a very bad thing to happen to the taxi industry. It has caught us so much unaware. It is very bad. It really messes the industry. It puts the industry in a very bad situation. It's not what we wish to happen. It's very bad.
The taxi violence and the subsequent deaths have been on the increase over the years, sometimes even at the expense of innocent people, innocent bystanders. Clearly, the industry needs some intervention. What will SANTACO be doing going forward to deal with the ongoing taxi violence?
Well, we will continue. A month ago, at the OR Tambo, the president has appointed the second deputy president of SANTACO to lead a conflict team to look deeply into the violence and conflict around South Africa. And we believe very soon this will come to an end, because the team has started already working in the Eastern Cape, and it has started also working in the Western Cape. And now it will go deeper into this incident and look into how best we can assist in resolving any conflict before it comes to killing.
As it stands, what correspondence has SANTACO had with the Ivory Park Taxi Association? Of course, that is a taxi association that has been put into question and is now linked to the shooting.
I missed your question.
What sort of correspondence has SANTACO had with the Ivory Park Association? It is said to be the taxi association and some of its members that have now been linked to the shooting.
Well, SANTACO, because this is a very new incident that happened last night, SANTACO at this point the president has already informed the second deputy to join the police in looking into an investigation team and look into how they can assist the association involved.
What further calls, if any, or contingency plans have now been put into place, specifically just hours after this incident has happened, whether it's regards to taxi members or taxi drivers in this case?
Well, we've spoken to the police and requested a lot of visibility in the area in order to prevent more killings if possible. Up until investigations have been completed, and we then can follow from the police, because unfortunately at this We can't comment much about the incident itself because some families and friends need first to be informed, and bodies still need to be identified from the mortuary and be released to the families. Thereafter, SANTACO will be more involved in looking at how best they can assist in this regard.
That was SANTACO Chief Strategic Manager Bafana Magagula, the SA Taxi Council. The response there to that chilling shooting and the death in Colenso of those taxi drivers, 11 killed, over 250 shots were fired at that taxi. We'll continue to give you updates on that story. Some other news, violence